Alright, in the last few years, one of the main focus of the smartphone manufacturing companies has been on increasing the screen to body ratio and giving the users a truly full screen experience. To achieve this, companies had done a whole variety of things, at first by removing the physical home button and replacing it with navigation buttons built into the software. And when it comes to the fingerprint reader, many companies have solved this problem in their own way. While Google still prefers to mount the scanner on the back of the device, Apple has chosen to eliminate it completely. However, the most innovative and currently preferred solution for this is the use of an in-display fingerprint sensor, meaning the fingerprint sensor is on the screen. On the same note, selfie cameras being a critical component in a smartphone, a way to hide them was to be figured out too. While some brands use a motorized pop-up selfie camera on their phone, some still stick to the notch. Apple. And some other brands took it a step further with rotating cameras like the Asus Zenfone 7 series. So the pop-up selfie camera was well received by the consumers and it actually had the potential to stay, but it had some disadvantages that was to be considered. A. It is a moving part in a device and there is chance of failure. B. It is very hard for waterproofing. C. It takes us more space, which means phones cannot be made thinner. And lastly, it is very costly. But then, the idea of the in-display fingerprint scanner has led the users and manufacturers to wonder whether this same technology can be applied to the cameras as well. By the way, if you enjoyed so far, please make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up and just give a slap to the red annoying button. Now let's continue. In a 2019 tweet by Oppo, they announced that they have developed a technology to integrate the front camera inside the smartphone's display. This was demonstrated to the public in the Mobile World Congress, Shanghai in 2019. But this device was just a prototype, meaning people like us couldn't go to the store and just buy it. And it was barely a phone, it was more like a display with a camera underneath, and that's basically it. But last year, ZTE came up with their ZTE Axon 25G, and this had the same technology, but here's the fun part, it is not a prototype. So how does the camera work? The ZTE Axon 25G has got a 32 megapixel sensor and the way it is hidden is kind of weird. So finally, when the device was launched and people could actually hold it in their hands, a common thing they noticed is that the camera is not fully hidden. So there is this notch cutout on the phone that's visible only when you really look for it and also in brighter light conditions. The display overlaps this notch in half the pixel density, leaving spaces between the pixels for the camera to see through. And the final pictures out of it was all foggy and it looked as if there was a water droplet on the camera. But Axon 20 is the first of the many yet to come with this technology, so it is actually very brave of ZTE to take up such a risk and just come into the market. Now let's talk about other companies working on this technology. So almost all the details of the Galaxy Z Fold 3 and Z Flip 3 has been leaked to death by this time. But one thing that still remains uncertain is that whether the Z Fold 3 will be Samsung's first ever device to come with an under-display camera. So most of the rumors and articles point towards a yes, but there are also no part, but I would like to go with the yes part. So the famous cat known as the Ice Universe stated that the Z Fold 3's under-display camera might actually be better than the Axon 20. While still not on the same quality as a normal selfie camera, Samsung might employ their AI and algorithm to make the photo look not bad at least. Xiaomi might bring this technology in their Mi Mix 4, or they could just straight up go ahead and avoid the under-display camera and put a smaller sensor on the bezels. And ZTE is said to be working on the Axon 30, not the already released Axon 30 Ultra, but the simply Axon 30, and this phone is said to have a camera that's fully hidden and with a better quality. But that's all just rumors, so we cannot completely rely on them. So how can this technology be useful apart from being able to get rid of the notch? So normally while taking selfies or just video calling your friend, you're probably not looking straight into the camera, whereas you're looking into yourself on the screen. And like they say, you should look into people's eyes while having a conversation, and that's not possible when the camera is situated farther away from the screen. So when the under-display camera become a common thing, companies can place it anywhere on the screen, and they can probably place it in the middle of the screen because that's where you look while having a video call or just taking a selfie. But it is not just smartphones that is going to come up with this technology. It can be tablets, laptops, computers, anything that requires a camera can come up with this technology, and that sort of creates this mystery. So imagine you are in a hotel room and your TV has got a hidden camera beneath its display, and without you knowing, it is recording you. That's super creepy, and that's a possibility of this technology. But it can be solved if there is a LED indicator like in the iPhones or in popular laptops, and that would be just fine. So finally, answering the question in the title, can this be the next big thing? Well, my answer for that is a yes and a no. Because since this technology has not developed yet, it might take a few more years for this technology to become a common thing. And my prediction is that by 2024 or 2025, this can be a common thing. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. My name is Nived, and until next video, bye bye.